Hey, season 4, and it's still FG Money. Season 4, we back. The Man Cave Sports Podcast. I don't know what we're gonna do this season. I don't know what I'm gonna do this season. I'm gonna trash the Wizards some more. I'm gonna trash G Money's teams, all of them more this year. Hey, drop that beat. Yo, everybody. Welcome to season 4 of the THEE Man Cave Sports Podcast. Hey, I got the hosting duties this week, so you know I am driving my ride-on bus. Yes, I'm driving a ride-on bus here, and you know, from Montgomery County, like most of us are on this show, that's the bus I'm driving today. It's been a long time since I've been with my guys, man. I miss my guys, man. Jae Jones, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, we back. We in the building, man. Glad to be back, bro. How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm copacetic. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, man. I got good vibes. I've been waiting for today. I was at work. I couldn't wait. G Money, how you doing, man?
Hey, been good. Had a nice little break. Had a fellas weekend at the beach with my folks. It was good times. You know, you got to get that type of stuff in every once in a while. And we all behaved, you know? We grown.
Hey, man, and we had a wonderful cookout. Hey, listen, we beat Facts Crew in kickball. I'm lying. We didn't play. But if we did play, we was going to beat them. Mark Mar, jump in here, man. How you been, man?
And I'm cooler than the other side of the pillow, man. I'm trying to tell you, life is good. Air in the lungs, family's good, so can't complain at all, man. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves on our little vacay.
Yes, sir. Hey, how the baby doing, man? You get some sleep over there?
Man, hey, man, I ain't never wanted to fight a little 3-week-old, man, but she got too much ass, man. That little thing, hey, man, was she good, man? Everything good, mom. She healing up good. So, girls, the older girls about to go to school in a couple of weeks, so good, because that grocery bill getting too damn high when they in the damn house, man.
I understand that.
So is the school supply list I hear from you and Jay, man.
Yeah, hey, man, that school supply list. Hey, check.
Hey, man, that old school supply list is something else, man. Next year, I know I didn't bought the whole right wing of Office Depot, and I got to take it into their classroom like this.
Wow, man.
At first, I was well. I can't technically comment on anything in the group, but I was going to comment because I've been seeing some of these lists, and I'm like, damn, it's like 37 pencils.
I'm telling you,
87 markers, a Speed Flex helmet.
T1 TI calculators, studio Beats headphones, all that shit.
Yeah, I know. I ain't gonna lie. I did see some headphones on one of them. I was like, yo, what's going on? Like, I don't remember if it was Beats or not, but it's crazy that just either way, it's great that you guys, you know what I'm saying? Because all you guys have kids, you all got to do the school shopping. I don't. Hey, that's what we're gonna drive into some sports real quick, man. And speaking of schools, I'm gonna go ahead and start with some college football because college football season is coming up soon. You guys know I'm a big college football fan. And my main man, Coach Prime, making waves already. It's official that Colorado is leaving the Pac-12 to go to the Big 12. Man, this is big, man. Like, this is huge. First of all, they was in that conference, what is it? I don't remember how many years ago, but it was a long time. They was a force in that conference. They really haven't been that much of a force since they've been in the Pac-12, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a big move for Coach Prime and them. Now, me personally, if I was him, I would have stayed in the Pac-12 because then you would have been the big fish. And they already had the TV deals and all that stuff already in play. But what do you guys think, man? I'm going to start with you, Wildcard Mar.
Hey, man, I'll be honest, man. it's a great move for Colorado. It's more revenue that they can share in the Big 12 than the Pac-12. So it's obviously a good financial move. For Prime, it does put them in, I think, steeper competition. So that's when, you can't say that he had a patty cake schedule in a weak Pac-12. Like Big 12 is a step up in competition. So if he succeeds there, there's no more excuses and no more hate that you can really throw at him. But I will say this real quick too, man, the Pac-12, I think you should just shut it down. Just think about this. In 2024, you're about to lose the revenue that Prime and Colorado can bring in. You're about to lose what USC can bring in, and you're about to lose what UCLA is about to bring in all in 1 year. Shut it down. Oregon, you got Oregon left in the jersey schemes. That's it. That's all you got left.
Well, they actually about to. There's rumors of them about to go to the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and Washington.
But can I ask you? Can I get some pushback real quick to you?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Is the Big 12 right currently constructed better than the Pac-12 right now?
As in revenue?
No. You said when we were talking about competition.
Yeah, competition, yes. As of right now, because Texas and Oklahoma haven't left yet. And so those are some of your bigger name schools that you're going to see. Obviously, Iowa State, because of their coach, he's gotten them, but they're in trouble for other news. We'll talk about that later too. But they've always kind of looking at as schools that put people in the draft. Kansas State, they were just in the Big 12 tournament. They went against Alabama. So you got bigger name schools coming out the Big 12 that are making bowl appearances and things like that. When you look at the Pac-12, you pretty much only got Oregon. That's pretty much all you got.
That's just
USC had a good season.
I'm going to move on. Because I don't agree with what you're saying. I think that the bottom half of the Pac-12 makes the Pac-12 look bad. But the upper echelon teams in the Pac-12 are right there with the teams in the Big 12 to me. If you look at USC, you look at Oregon, you look at Washington had a decent season last year.
Okay.
You look at Utah.
Okay, so that's 4.
Yeah, so I think the Pac-12 is. I think you know what it is? It's the West Coast bias, man. It's the West Coast bias, and it's always been that way for them. It's always been that way for the Pac-12 teams, where people don't get to see them because they come on so late at night that you don't even really get to see how good they really are. By the time we wake up, Oregon has scored 70 points.
Yeah,
so Jae Jones, jump in here, man. Tell me what you think, man.
Obviously, the prime time effect definitely plays a part into this. Especially, I know they were 1-11 last year, but it's the future of what Coach Prime and Colorado brings to that team and to that conference, right? The media rights deal is a huge key. I believe the Big 12 has a contract for 6 years for $2 billion, which means that each school gets 31 mil, which is huge. And I think it also just came down to stability. I think Colorado kind of looked at, the stability between both the Pac-12 and the Big 12. And, that played a huge role into, them moving back to the Big 12. So it's a huge deal, especially now you got Coach Prime, so they're going to bring in more revenue. So it's not surprising. The Pac-12, I'm not quite sure what they're going to do at this point. At one point, I did think that they should possibly try to link up with the ACC maybe and kind of try to mirror what the Big Ten did, as well as with have an East Coast and West Coast team. That way they have both markets, and that way they'll still be able to kind of gain and make some money on that end as well. And I think the Big Ten, from what I was reading, I think they have a better marketing. Their marketing is a little bit better than the Pac-12 from what I was reading as well, which also, of course, played a part into Colorado moving on. So should be interesting, should be fun.
Okay, G Money, what you think, man?
Hey, you know what he say? It's all about the money. Prime knows where the money is as well. So It's funny though, Pac-12 made more money as a conference than the Big 12 as a total by 100 million. But splitting down per school, they're short on that by about 5 to 7 million per school, pretty much. Where Pac-12 teams only got 37 million a pop, and a Big 12 they got 42 to 45 almost a pop.
And it's gonna go up because of that TV deal.
But yeah, it'll definitely go up and everything. But hey, you want to go where the competition is, and UCLA's leaving, USC is also leaving the Pac-12, so it's time to move on from there. Like Mar said, you got to go where the competition is going to be at too. Like you're not going to get, if you're in the Pac-12 and you have that great record, it's strength of schedule. That's what it comes down to for the voters and the playoff committee, whatever, BCS, all that stuff, you know? So if you in that conference, you're going to be looked down upon, and you're not going to get that big. You have that undefeated team.
Okay, so again,
I said BCS, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. But here's kind of my.
Hey, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, though.
Here's kind of my pushback, though. We're looking at the Big 12 right now with Oklahoma and Texas. They're not coming into that Big 12.
Right.
Nope.
Houston's coming in. I think like UConn is coming in.
Yeah, they're trying to get them.
They still have Kansas and the Iowa States and stuff like that. It's not the same. The blue bloods of the Big 12 are gone. So them numbers are going to go down. And here's the thing, and I'll move on from this, but as someone that's, a fan of the U, I just don't want to happen to Colorado what happened to Miami. If you remember, when Miami was the dominant team, when we was winning championships, we were in the Big East.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which really didn't have that much competition. It did somewhat, but we were the big fish in the small pond. And we was getting to the national championship every time. So all that strength of schedule stuff really don't matter for real.
It didn't matter back then.
It don't matter now neither.
It does matter now.
Not really. Not really.
It does. That's why Alabama somehow still gets in with 3 losses almost.
Yeah, because they're in a tough conference and they play
Alabama
tough.
gets in because it's college politics and they make money.
That's part of it, yes.
That's all of it, yeah.
But they put out the most pros too, even though you get those losses.
That's true. That's true. But USC, put it like this: the Pac-12 has plenty of stars as well. I mean, we can go back.
USC put out a lot of good stars. You know what I'm saying? They put out some
Aaron
stars.
Rodgers is from the Pac-12.
Cal, Washington.
It's a long time ago.
Oregon.
Long time ago. He used to play for Green Bay.
New season.
Listen, man, a 1-11 team really. We talking about a 1-11 team. The only reason why we're talking about them is Coach Prime. They were going to make this move if Coach Prime wasn't their coach or not. We wouldn't be talking about it if Coach Prime wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah, they wouldn't have moved to conferences either if Coach Prime
would have. Yes, they would have.
Yeah, they was talking about this before.
This was talks last year.
Yeah.
Everyone, what's really going on in college is everyone's trying to beat each other to beat the SEC before they make the mega conferences. They talking about 5 mega conferences, and everyone's trying to beat each other to get in these conferences so they won't be left out. That's why they moved, because literally, I think they said the projection of the super conferences is probably going to be like 2026. So everybody's trying to get in these conferences now.
SEC, Big 10, Big 12, ACC, and they'll probably end up keeping the Pac-12 if you're thinking about 5 major conferences.
But the ACC week 2.
And that's the thing. It was right. ACC is about to lose Florida State, Clemson, Miami, and I think Boston College to the Big 10.
Virginia too, I think.
And Virginia to the Big 10.
Bro, they can't lose Clemson. That's their cash cow right there.
They can't lose Florida State either.
Yeah, because Florida State's supposed to be nice this year, or pretty good this year.
Florida State is the ACC. Let's be calling spade a spade. We can say all them other people won before then. True. But we know the ACC because of Florida State, period. That's just what it is. So if they lose...
but I'm saying, Mike, of the recency, Clemson has
Clemson.
True.
You're not wrong, but I think you're both right at the same time.
True. I do. I agree.
We can all be right. We can all be right.
I think. Put it this way. You're right. If they lose Clemson, it's a big loss. I'm right. If they lose Florida State, it's going to be a big loss. whoever they fucking lose in the ACC is going to be a big loss. Maryland was a huge loss for the ACC for real.
I think so.
Yeah, it was.
But it was a smart move for Maryland. That's a bigger pot in Big Ten, man.
And that's what's happening with college football right now. Everybody's trying to compete to get into these before the big super conferences happen. The ACC is the only one that's like, yeah, we ain't really accepting nobody else right now.
Yeah, they tripping. They tripping.
Hey, so what that does is going to take all like your smaller conferences like Mountain West and Sun Belt and pretty much absorb all those schools. So pretty much you're just going to be stuffed in the one big ass conference.
And that's what the Pac-12 is going to have to do. They're going to have to take from the Mountain West. They're going to have to take Nevada. They're going to have to take San Diego State.
They're going to have to take Boise State.
Hey, Boise State can put up some football squads.
That'd be nice. Boise State in the Pac-12 would be nice.
I mean, they're the only ones. They're the only ones from our era, the mid-major, that really never joined the big conference yet.
Yeah,
because everybody else, Cincinnati joined the big conference, and that's another one. Cincinnati's another one that's out there that people want. I think they're going to the Big 12.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, and I know somebody was trying to get Notre Dame as well. Hey,
and Notre Dame and BYU are not joining no conference. They will stay independent. Especially Notre Dame.
BYU's, I want to say, in the Pac-12.
They are in the Pac. They're in the Pac-12. They're in the
BYU.
BYU is now in the Big 12, I believe.
Yeah. It's the Big 12. They're in the Big 12.
Big 12 now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Y'all might
Notre Dame is rumored to go. Notre Dame was rumored last year to go to the ACC because they already play games with the ACC.
Yeah, they scheduled games.
But because the ACC is breaking up, and Mark, never count out Notre Dame might join the because they're leaving Under Armour.
Well, it's not Under Armour that they would miss. Is they've always had that kind of lifetime TV contract with NBC. And that's always kind of financed.
Right.
That they done. So that's why I'm having a hard time believing that they'll ever give that up because they literally just got a solo contract sharing no money with nobody.
But that's only football though, because basketball they in the ACC.
Yeah, yes, I know that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think I've read somewhere. It might have been Monday that they were talking to somebody. I don't know I think it was the SEC.
Ooh.
Bro, if they go there, oh my God.
They go badly.
Now, but if they do that, SEC, you got the talent pool there. But with the standards that Notre Dame has when it comes to like
everything,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like they're gonna have to bring that down because you ain't gonna get Tyrone and them off the block all the time with that joint up there.
First 48.
Agree with you. And I also read that the SEC was trying to get Florida State and Miami as well.
I would like that.
That makes sense.
But I think that was like a year ago I read that. But I think what's stopping them is them two ain't at that stature. So like it's like adding another
Vanderbilt.
right. And adding another Vanderbilt without the grades. But moving, hey, fellas, I'm not gonna lie to you. I miss you guys like a mud, man. This was a great conversation. Like real talk, I kind of want to keep it going, but I know G Money's gonna get on me. So
hey, you already ran already. First topic. We like 15, 20 minutes deep, feel like.
Oh my God.
We're not actually. But keep it up on football. See, I told you he's gonna give me the business all season because I keep giving the Wizards.
Hey, that intro. How am I not clapping back out here?
Hey, we gonna clap. Hey, you can be Ja Rule and be clapping back. I'm 50. But anyway, let's keep it in the football, man. Hey, man, the smell of grass, the smell of cut grass, the smell of painted fields. I'm not trying to be funny, but the smell of concussions.
What?
Oh, man.
Back. You know I despise football. But anyway, the NFL is back, y'all. Training camps have started. There's some big stories. There's some big stories going. Hey, man, you never know what I'm going to say. I have no filter. But listen, the NFL is back. My Uncle Roger has another year going on for him. And NFL camps are going on right now, man. Some new places. Some new faces in new places. We got a lot of throwback uniforms. We got a lot of alternate helmets. We got a lot of football, fellas. Yo. first and foremost, let me give Jae Jones some props. His team's been some shit for 30 years, but they got them throwbacks right. My man G Money up there. Hey, I love what the I hate the Cowboys, but I love how they do the whiteout uniforms now with the white helmets, white face masks. Dope. Kansas City.
Ain't got nothing.
I hate y'all. Y'all talk about tradition. But what are you guys excited about for the training camp starting, man? Like I said, new faces in new places. Hey, I seen a Calvin Ridley clip. Boy, that man fast.
He good. Boy, good.
Fast, man. Hey, what y'all think? My arch nemesis. Let's start with G Money. Let's go.
Hey, you know, I got to bring up Cowboys. You know, that's the first and foremost. Everybody else brings up the Cowboys on every show, every entertainment thing, newscast, whatever you're watching. So recently, my man, of course, it's clips on clips on clips. Everything get cut. They got to clip my man Trayvon Diggs, call my quarterback a little bitch, you know, as he might have said. But, hey, like he said, y'all taking it out of proportion, blowing shit up like everybody does for us Cowboys all the time. It's crazy. It's blasphemous. And he came out like, look, it's the heat of the moment. That's my brother. We competing and shit happens. And hey, I'm the first to admit that. We getting the heated spades game, heated competition. My folks and my boys, hey, we try to win. Fuck that shit. Fuck you, bitch. Give me the ball. Check up. My ball. Let's go. You know, man up. Hey, get over that shit.
What you got,
world.
What you got?
You play quarterback, right?
Somebody
would if the defender would have came to you and called you no, he didn't just call him a bitch. He told him to shut the you bitch.
Hey,
he threw some words.
If that happens to me, run a fly on that motherfucker. I'm gonna drop a dime on this bitch right now. Hey, how you like that? How you like that?
Hey, let me get back to driving the bus. Let me say this, people out there. Me and G banter like this all the time, but that's my OG off screen for real. I love him to death. I would never, ever, regardless if we playing spades or not, call G Bunny a bitch or any of that. Cowboys got some turmoil going on up there. Me and G Money is like this. Trayvon Diggs and Dak. Listen, man. Hey, Michael Irvin wasn't called Troy Aikman no bitch.
Oh, well, nah, that's receiver the quarterback. Hell no.
That's why y'all were winning, because y'all had the respect. So listen, man. I'm gonna go to Jae Jones to his bum ass Titans. What you excited about for the team? I know you're gonna say something about the Titans. Everybody picking their team. So what you excited about the Titans, man?
Nah, man. It's gonna be a great year. I think it's gonna be good. Got a lot of people back. Got the addition to D-Hop. But I'm just glad. I'm glad, to be honest, bro. I'm actually glad y'all got rid of Dan. I'm glad Freaky Dan is up out of there, man. I'm interested to see. It's a lot of good energy down at training camp and things like that. So it's definitely been a long time coming for y'all. Glad he got out of there. So I've been checking y'all out. Been checking out all these teams that's not trying to pay their running backs. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get to that.
And like you said, you know, I'm keeping an eye on the Jaguars, you know, a few other teams. Calvin really looked nice, but I think they said he messed his toe up or slightly injured his toe. So, but just the fact that football is back, G got getting ready to get the fantasy football league started up. So, hey, I love it, man. Most wonderful time of the year?
Most wonderful time of the year.
How do you know?
Love it.
Hey, man, listen. Here's I already know he's Mars. Which way is it? Mars gonna say, I want to give my Patrick Holmes impression. Well, everybody.
That was weak.
Oh, weak, bro.
You gotta get the Kermit the Frog going.
He talks like this. Hey, I can't call y'all bum ass, but what you excited about, man?
Hey, I actually wasn't gonna pick my squad, but since you say I was gonna do, I might as well talk about them. But I mean, you know, a young squad that won the Super Bowl last year, so you know, you just trying to keep plugging in the holes with people that's in their second year, in their second year. under the system. So you looking to, make sure that you stay hungry. I mean, you're the hunted team. You want to go back to back, but hey, this is when if you want to start talking about dynasties, you got to throw that back to back in there. This is the time to go get it. You had another opportunity, came up short. So hey, it's the time to go get it. But I
got a question for you, Lamar.
What's happening?
Hey, I heard y'all got a receiver down there that's making some noise in training camp and stuff.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Ross, that boy Justin Ross. Hey,
I heard it was the other guy. I thought maybe.
I didn't. Yeah, I'm with
Rasheed Rice.
Hey, no, it's a couple of them. They talking about Rasheed Rice and Justin Ross. So Justin Ross was nice back in Clemson, played with Trevor Lawrence, had some injuries, so he hasn't had the opportunity to get on the field. But him and Patrick got a dope connection. So same with Rasheed Rice. He was catching passes from Patrick before he actually got drafted. But there's actually a good few players I want to see. I want to see, D. Watson under a whole year of training camp and preseason. I'm excited to see what he does. Hey, Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar gonna go off this year, bro.
Boy,
I think he gonna go off this year.
Listen. That you took the words right out of my mouth. That was going to be mine because this is what I'm doing all season. Oh,
yeah.
All season long.
That look like a no hands thing.
Hey, whatever you look like. See, I'll just get.
Hey, new season, same shit.
He wants to be.
Clap back.
Hey, man, listen. This is great.
Have a Twitter beat.
This is great, bro.
I need a Twitter beat to make it spicy.
Oh, don't worry. As soon as I get off here, don't worry.
Hey, make sure you clip that. Make sure you clip that for me, Jay.
Hey, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna get him. Don't worry. This season, I'm back. See, I'm back watching NFL now.
Hey, G, he did look like a condor though when he did it though. He's like,
Oh. See, you wasn't in the fantasy football with me. Don't you know? I'm a terrorizing. Remember Triple H old name terrorizing? That's me. Every week now you are gonna be a target. I made a promo video for G.
Oh shit!
Remember last season I made a promo video from when I played G.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, I made a promo video with the music in the background and everything. Don't worry, I thought you was my buddy here on the bottom row. F you too. Jae Jones, me and you, we ride together, bro. Bad boy for life.
Hey, damn.
Moving on, man. You see
Let's get it.
He's unloyal. You know what I'm saying? G was at my eating all brisket, steak, bacon covered and filet mignon.
Hey,
and this is how he treat me.
First show back.
Hey,
I carried one of my friends.
Hey, you gotta
cook out for you guys. I said, Skip and Shannon don't send y'all no link. And watch what I do when I get this link. Oh man, I'm gonna be blown. I'm gonna post this shit on this page like 15 times. Hey, bro, come on, man. Anyway, moving on, man. Moving on. As G Money's not showing me no love, there's another group of NFL players that's not getting no love. You see how I did it? The NFL running backs. They're not treating them like Eric Dickerson. They're not treating them like Barry Sanders. They're not treating them like Emmitt Smith. These cats are not getting paid at all. They don't want to pay them at all. What you guys think, bro? Like the Jonathan Taylor and Jim Irsay beef.
Oh my goodness.
What do you guys think about like Saquon Barkley only got $1 million more than what the franchise?
And he got to have an MVP season to get that bitch too. He got to have like 1,400 yards and 68 catches and.
Go off, Jay. Go off. Go.
It's just some sucker shit, man. Real life, bro. Like y'all know how I feel about it, man. Jim Irsay, he came out the pocket and was just like, if I die tomorrow and Jonathan Taylor gets cut, nobody's gonna remember us. Like, I just think that regardless of what he thought, he should have kind of just held that in, man. Like, I don't think that's your best offensive player. When y'all think of the Indianapolis Colts, who do you think of? Jonathan Taylor. That's the only guy I can think of. I mean, this guy has put up, outside of last year, he's put up big numbers. He's put up 1,000+ yard seasons. He was the runner-up for MVP. What is that? What, 2021? And I just don't like how he handled it, man. He called them out in front of a bunch of fans in training camp to even speak with Jonathan Taylor on a bus, a private meeting on a bus. And once Jonathan Taylor said that he wanted a trade, that's when he came out with them crazy ass comments. Now his agent, Jonathan Taylor's agent, didn't make it any better, because now Jim Irsay is saying that he putting him on a non-injury football list and trying to jeopardize his bread for 2023. So it's all around some sucker shit in my view, man. Can this be fixed? I definitely feel like it can be fixed. Jonathan Taylor doesn't really say too much. He's a real respected guy, mild-mannered guy. So for him to be speaking out about this he's pretty pissed. And from what I read, it stirred all the way back to last season, because he don't like how they are doing with treating him with his injuries, and he feels like they're trying to get him to come back before he's fully healthy. So this was some sucker shit, man, from Jim Irsay, and it sets up a bad future for anybody else that's on the Colts that's not at the quarterback position. So I hope Jonathan Taylor can get up out of there. It sucks for him. They'll probably franchise tag him after this year, but I hope he can find a way to get out of this situation, man, because they don't care for him.
Yes, and I agree with you, bro. Like that it really. I mean, I'm gonna go further. Even though he's a superstar player on the team, he's a player on the team. Like, talking about a player on your team like that, that's kind of crazy. But hey, man, G Money, what you think, brother?
So let's break this thing down for y'all, man. Now, running back average salary, they are the 4th lowest paid salary in the league. They get paid more than a fullback, more than a tight end, and more than a long snapper. Everybody else on average gets paid more than them. That's not a good group to be in. Now, let's take it personal here. Like you said, Jonathan Taylor. He is what would you rank him as a top what running back? Give me a number, y'all.
He's top 5.
Top 5. Well, he is getting paid as the 37th best running back in the league, which is less than $2 million per season. Got a couple guys. Maybe you heard of him. Maybe you've never heard of these folks. Travis Homer, running back for Chicago Bears. He don't start. He's not the first string. He's not the second string. He is, maybe he's the third string, possibly. Travis Homer is getting paid more than him. Another one, we got Justice Hill for the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, he hasn't played in God knows how long. He's getting paid more than him. And it just keeps going on. Samaje Perine, he just signed a deal, I guess, with the Broncos. So he gets a little bit more love because he just signed a contract. But Jonathan Taylor has earned a payday, so he needs to get paid. And what's happening right now, Jim Irsay is really fucking it up for himself and his team, because Jonathan Taylor is going to get paid by somebody or another, without a doubt. And he deserves to get paid for the production he's put on in the past. I get it. He had a real bad season last year. He was played through injuries most of the season. I had him on a fantasy team. He sucked. Okay. Let's not get it twisted. It sucked. But
you remember,
talent-wise, he put up 1,800 yards the year before that. Like, come on. Pay the man the money. He's worth it. You're gonna enjoy the production when you get paid a man.
Yes. And 2 quick things. Hey, Sports Saturdays is moving to Mondays, so you can catch us on Mondays. You can catch G Money on Sundays mornings. But Wild Stats, Hollywood Rant, and Sucker-ish, you can catch on Mondays all throughout the day. So we're gonna give y'all the content. We're gonna move it to Mondays because we figured there's a lot more to talk about on Mondays now this football season. So yeah, man. Hey, Wildcard Ma, I know you got something to say. Tap in on this, man. Pause.
I mean, let's not be outraged that Jonathan Taylor is, fighting for money. And before anybody just, jump out of their chair, just ride with me. We just got to be, transparent about who Jim Irsay is as an owner. Look at his track record. He had Marshall Faulk when he drafted Peyton Manning. He traded him away when it was time to pay Marshall Faulk. He traded him. Marshall Faulk.
That's true.
Adrian James. He didn't give Andrew James the big bag.
That's true.
All right. And then that was the year before they won the Super Bowl. And you get Joseph Adai. He wins the Super Bowl, but he didn't end up staying long with the Colts.
He didn't get Bob Sanders either.
Who's that?
Bob Sanders, and Bob Sanders won defensive MVP.
So you look at Jim Irsay as an owner. He pays certain positions. Running backs never gotten paid from him. That's just his track record. So we can't be like, oh, shocked. Irsay doesn't want to pay a talented running back. He's done that before.
True.
He's done it with Peyton fucking Manning. You got to remember, he cut Peyton. Peyton didn't say he wanted to leave. That was his decision to move on from Peyton to draft Andrew Luck.
He was worried about his neck.
Because that year that Peyton sat out, they were so bad.
They went down to the tank.
They got the number 1 pick.
Yep.
And instead of drafting to build on Peyton, he said, "Nah, you got to go."
Yeah.
So I'm with you, Mark. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. I mean, when you see a track record like that, we can't be surprised that another star is in, argument of, hey, I want to be here, but you got to compensate me because I'm giving you the output. I'm putting asses in your seats. That's ticket sales. They're getting my jerseys. You're running your offense through me. Come on, man. So I'm not surprised that this is happening. This is Irsay's track record. Jonathan Taylor will get paid. It won't be in the Colts uniform. That's just the fact of the matter is. They're going to tag him again because they know how talented he is, and they say, we still need you for our offense. So don't be surprised if they make like a splash in the draft and go get another running back that can do or mirrors something of Jonathan Taylor, because they're building something with Anthony Richardson. Jonathan Taylor is not in the future. Wow. That's why you ask for a trade request, because you realize I'm not going to be part of the future. Wow. He has this year and next year with Indy. After that, he will get paid. Just won't be with the Colts.
And it's crazy because the backup running back just got hurt. Like, what's his name? Moss. He just got hurt.
Zach Moss and
Moss.
Deion Jackson, I think, too.
So it's even more. And Jonathan Taylor, I don't even know if he's gonna be able to start the season, but I'm gonna piss y'all off a little bit more. So it's reports that y'all man, Jim Irsay, is getting ready to spend $20 million to transport a killer whale from Miami to the Pacific Ocean, but you don't want to pay your best player or best offensive player, man.
Listen, here's one of them joints where y'all just duck your heads and be like, damn, Mike just be saying whatever. Half of the NFL system is still working on the slave system.
Oh, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
Half of the NFL is moving progressive.
Yeah.
Half of the NFL is still on that slave system. That's what it is, bro. And until these players just sit down, like, see, the thing with the NBA and the difference between the NBA and the NFL is one got 53 players, one got 13 to 14 players. So the wage gap is totally different. You might have somebody on the NFL team that making $60 million of Patrick Mahomes, but the lowest paid player, the 53rd player, is only making $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
So Patrick Mahomes can sit out. That $500,000 player, he can't take them checks off.
Nah, he got to be there.
And until that changes, the bench player on the NBA team make more than the starting quarterback in the NFL.
Hey, it's also how you live your lifestyle too, man. You know,
I mean that too, G. But at the same time, until the NFL, like no other league except the NFL, don't have guaranteed contracts.
Yeah, that's something they're definitely gonna have, and that's something the NFL owners don't want to move towards.
But they have to sit. And that's the problem. They have to sit down. But until the wage gap is getting closer, it's never going to happen. If I'm Patrick Mahomes, why the hell do I want to strike? Or
they got no motivation to.
Forget me to strike. Okay, go ahead, strike.
Hey, hey, Mike, let's take it a little bit deeper. You have to get the Patrick Mahomes and the guys that's at the top of the scale, fight for the guys at the bottom of the scale.
And listen,
that's what it is.
I hate to bring up another podcast, but on I Am Athlete, Chad Ochocinco and Brandon Marshall was arguing about that. And Brandon Marshall was saying, yeah, the future, people are going to. And Chad was telling them, like, no, bro, long as the quarterbacks make you think Deshaun Watson is standing up for anybody?
He don't have motivation to.
Now, I can see Lamar Jackson, if it got too real, saying, hey, bro, I ride with my homies. I can see, I'm trying to think. I can even see Dak. No Cowboy hate.
He's a leader. He's a leader, as they say.
I can see Dak saying, hey, look, bro, some things is going wrong. Y'all treating us kind of wrong. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, woo. But the prime example, Donovan McNabb, T.O. When T.O. was up to get that money and Donovan didn't speak up to him, guess who had their money? Donovan had his money.
Yeah.
And that's some universal contracts where there's only so much that any fucking position can make. And quarterbacks need to be cut down in about 50 to 60%.
If they do it like the NBA does it, everybody can get paid. They can cap everybody. And if they did, it would be smarter. The owners are so stupid. See, the owners aren't worried about really the money. The owners are worried about control.
Yeah, the power of it.
The power of it. Because really they can cap everybody out, like G just said. Quarterbacks can get capped out at 60, maybe 60, $50 million. Then cap the running backs off at $20, $15 million. Then cap the receivers off, and they can save more bread if they did that. But it's the mind fuck that they be about.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley was franchise tagged for $10 million. They gave him $1.5 million more. What?
And then to make matters worse, he can be franchise tagged next year.
Yeah, which is wild. But let's take it an even step further. I'm always about the players getting their bread, but they got to get better with their own NFLPA and have them stand up for them and have the guys, like I said, at the top stand up for them too. But we got to have these conversations when the CBA gets negotiated, because it don't matter,
happen, bro. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen when the quarterback, like G said, until the quarterbacks come down to levels. It's never going to happen, bro.
No, but
that's so unfortunate. Like on some real, like on some real, like Jay this past cookout got to see a little bit who Mike T is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of have like a level. If we start getting paid, and I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm Mike T. Fuck y'all. What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And that's really what is going on in the NFL. That's what's been going on for decades in the NFL, bro.
Hey, what do you need? What these running backs need to do? These guys that get franchised, that's guaranteed money, right? They get that guaranteed. Well, it's guaranteed. If I get hurt, I'm gonna walk away from the game.
Basically,
you should be good for $10 million for I feel like I would be good for a lifetime if I got $10 million. I know you don't get the full $10 million. It's gonna be taxes and shit. But
let me move on, G, because we agreeing right now. Let me move on.
I can't do that too much, bro.
We are here.
No, but
if it's me, it's guaranteed. Yeah. Oh yeah, first game of the season, I'm hurt.
Well, I mean, hey, that's what I'm saying. They got to think about it in a business mind. You got to think about like setting up your financial situation. And who says you have to play 10, 15 years? Get your bread, set yourself up, get about with all your extremities attached, your brain intact, and keep it moving.
Because they're going to find somebody to replace you for cheaper no matter what.
Fact.
Well, I think that's what some of them want to do, but they can't because 6 years, they're on rookie contracts. So they got to play extended years.
Unfortunately, they can't because the quarterbacks control everything, bro.
Yeah.
The quarterbacks literally control everything, bro. Like, dog.
They get the bigger pot, yes.
They get the not even the bigger, they get all of it for real.
They get
Aaron Rodgers literally went and got. I'm moving on after this, fellas. Aaron Rodgers literally went to a cabin, smoked some hallucinogens or whatever the hell he was doing, came back. He's under contract with the Green Bay Packers and said, I want out, and got traded. No other position in the NFL can do that.
Should have been drug tested.
DeAndre Hopkins asked for a trade. They couldn't find a trade. What they do? Cut him. So what did they do? They cut some of his bread.
He still gets paid. When you get cut, you get paid that money.
Yeah.
You get paid that 1 year salary. You don't get paid the full contract.
No, you're right. But what I'm saying is that there's dead cap money that the Cardinals got to eat. Like there's money.
If I sign a $60 million contract and I only get 14 out of it, I'm pissed.
No. I've seen some dead cap monies that's ridiculous, and it keeps your transactions in the free agent market on a strain. You can't.
Yes, it hurts the team, but it don't hurt. It don't help the player. See,
they got to pay him that. They got to pay them.
No. They pay him that 1 year, and that's after the contract. That's dead. It goes against their cap.
Yeah,
but it doesn't. The player doesn't get the money. It's not like the Bobby Bonilla deal. The Bobby Bonilla deal, he signed a $25 million. I think he signed a $25 million deal, $1 million every contract.
Year.
Right. So when
Mookie got the same thing.
When he got cut by the Mets, every year he's still been getting paid. That's not the NFL. If I sign a 6-year deal and they want to cut me in year 3, if the only guaranteed money is up to year 3, that's all I get.
Yeah.
They don't guarantee the back end on NFL deals.
Nah, if they cut them they're under the contract, they have to pay them still. They can spread it
not
over
the rest
years.
of the years, G. I'm telling you. The remaining, if we sign a 60-year contract, I signed a guaranteed $60 million deal. I get $60 million, but I signed a 60-year deal, $60 million. They say $30 million is guaranteed. I get that 30. But if they cut me in year 3, I don't get the other 30.
Yeah. That's all you got, guaranteed bread.
That's like
in the NBA, yes, you get that money.
Because it's fully guaranteed.
That's like when Antonio Brown, remember when he left Oakland, when he left Vegas, he had just signed that new contract and they cut him and he signed with Tampa Bay, but he didn't get all that. He didn't get all that money. I think he got that first year.
No, they sued him to get the money back.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, you don't get.
It was like, oh God, we need some of that bread back, bro.
NFL is the only league that does that, bro.
Hey,
you can sign a 5-year deal and only do 2 years. If you suck, they can cut you, and you ain't getting the rest of that bread.
Hey. And guess who Jim Irsay decided to do? Who he didn't do that to? He didn't do that to Andrew Luck when he retired. They said they weren't gonna go after him because he was still under the contract. I think he had just got paid.
Well, you can't really do anything to the retired players. If they retire, they can't do anything. The only thing they can do is if you want to come back, you can't just pick another team.
Yeah, they still own the rights to you.
Right, they still own the rights to you. So he really can't. He couldn't go at what you call. He couldn't go at Andrew Luck. That's what I'm saying. Like even with the Redskins, Commanders, they couldn't go. They couldn't go after RG3 money. Remember that last year he played for the Washington team. He didn't play.
Yeah,
they paid him the whole year. He didn't play. He didn't play one snap. He dressed up for one game. So that's what I'm saying. Like the NFL players, some of them gotta have their man's back. Like, let's just say, and I'm gonna move again. I keep saying I'm gonna move on, but I'm gonna really move on. Let's just say this show gets picked up by a big network, and they say, "Look, Wildcard Mark get this amount of money, which is the most. Jay get this amount of money. G get this amount of money, and I get this amount of money. If I'm not getting with Wildcard Mark getting, Jay not getting with Wildcard Mark getting, Jay not getting with G Money not getting with Wildcard Mark getting, FX1. Anyway, moving on.
Hey, I'll take any payment. I'm cheap.
Hey, listen, he can be disloyal all he wants. I'm gonna keep it real. Moving on. Shot clock. I'm sorry.
Oh, gotta break it down.
Not even shot clock. Play clock. 40 seconds. Sean Payton.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let's start with Jae Jones. 40 seconds.
Cold sucker. If I was Nathaniel Hackett, I'd have told him, yeah, you wouldn't shit without Drew Brees, lame ass motherfucker. I'm done.
Wildcard Mar.
He said he didn't need the 40. Hey man, you gotta keep that to yourself, pimp, man. Like, I don't even know what provoked you to even say that. Like, I mean, And I gotta be real about it. I didn't disagree with it. I mean, Nathaniel Hackett didn't do a great job, but to like, that's something that you have amongst your homies type of conversation. That don't need to get leaked out.
Right. G Money, finish us off, brother.
Let's remember what the Denver Broncos record was last season. It was 5-12. They were some absolute garbage. And they were at once preseason proclaimed to be the winners of the AFC West by a lot of people and a lot of analysts, whatever you want to call them, motherfuckers. Nathaniel Hackett is a fucking bum. Let's call a spade a spade.
As a head
John
coach.
Payton, yes, you might have broke a little code, rule, whatever you want to call it, disrespecting another coach that you're taking over for. But Nathaniel Hackett hacked up that job. We talked about it throughout the whole season.
Yeah,
messing up the play clock, messing up play calls, all the above. So he got called out for it. He manned up. He's like, hey, it was coming. It was coming now or coming week 5. It's out of the way now. We're going to move on from it. So, hey, they're going to move on. But, hey.
Bounty gate.
He deserved the comments.
So,
no, he didn't.
What?
Hold on.
It was a bomb.
Beep, beep.
We knew that.
Hold on. Beep, 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 beep. Hold on. This is something I'm going to do differently. I'm going to switch. I'm like my man LeVar Ball. Triple B's, baby. Switch gears. We're going to stay in football for a second, but I'm going to let just G Money go off. Iowa State quarterback got caught gambling, G Money. Go off, baby.
Again, like I've told all you fucking college people, do not bet on your own sport. You can bet on any fucking sport in the world. Any sport in the world. Don't bet on your own sport. It's that simple. And he got a buddy. He got a buddy over there. Ahorn Ulis, a basketball player, also Iowa. They're gambling, man. He gambled like $35,000, made over like 1,000 bets throughout the season. And it's just, guys, be smarter, bet better, dummies. listen to G Money's bets, man. Y'all ain't got bet on your sport. I ain't picking y'all sport, man. Shit, or your team.
Wildcard Mar, Jae Jones, quick, throw something in there quick.
Nah, man, like, just don't bet at all. Just stop. Just don't bet. Like, chill. Lean back. Y'all getting NIL deals if you good enough. Chill. Stop betting, man. Like, this shit, you got somebody that's facing 2 years. Chill, put the apps down, work on your game, get the NIL deals, man. You good.
Wildcard Mar, jump in there real quick, baby.
I don't see the need to, gamble your career when you are making NIL money. You got the potential to get to the pros and make more money. Then, get there, get to the promised land, then start gambling and with all your money, but still be smart about it. Just follow the rules. They got parameters. Just rock with them. You may not like them, but it's going to keep you out of jail. You about to do time, and it keeps your career. Come on, be smart.
Hey, moving on, switching the gears again. We're going to do a pitch clock here because we just got past the trade deadline in baseball. We're not going to talk too much baseball yet. We know it's heating up. So next week, moving on forward, we're going to keep the baseball coming. We know y'all like when we talk about baseball. Hey, my bestie, Bryce Harper, shouts out to you, baby. I miss you, man. Hey, I need a jersey still. Hey, but listen, pitch clock. Remember Valdez, no-hitter. G-Money, give me something real quick.
Hey, he wasn't drinking like Domingo Germán was when he pitched the no-hitter. So shout out to Framber Valdez, man. Way to do your thing out there.
Wow.
Wildcard Mark. Scott Hall pose.
Do a no-hitter. That was a good victory for Houston. And then they also got another pitcher in Verlander in the trade. So they won. They looking real good.
I ain't get to the trade yet. I'm gonna get to that. Jae Jones.
Hey, it's definitely dope, man. He threw the second fewest pitches. He threw 93 pitches. David Cohn's 88 pitches in the perfect game was the least amount of pitches for a for a no-hitter. First lefty in Astros history to throw a no-hitter. 16th no-hitter in Astros history. And the catcher, Martin Melodando, this is his third no-pitch completion game that he's caught. So that's dope for him.
Hey, listen. We're going to move on to the trade deadline. And everybody spoke about the no-hitter. We're going to move on to trade deadline. Same thing, pitch clock, fellas. Wildcard Mar, let's go with you first, brother.
I
like that trick you did with the smoke, too. My man.
Now, real quick, I think, believe it or not, I think the Mets won because they get a lot of prospects back because they're in full rebuild. So they're actually going to be good about 3-4 years down the line. So they kind of built their future because they ain't worth nothing right now. So they built their future, though.
G Money, you already know. Let me know what's up, man.
Hey, Texas Rangers got their bullpen, not their starting pitchers rosters good. We got Max Scherzer over there now. Houston Astros got Justin Verlander, but I also like little Miami Marlins. Sleeper early on, man. They put together a lot of people.
Me and you
put together a lot of people. They got added some little folks, no big names, but hey, see if they can stay afloat out there.
Me and you said that, my brother. Hey, look, no, we're gonna talk about the next episode. Jae Jones, what's up, brother?
I'm gonna keep it close to the home squad. Baltimore Orioles won. They got pitcher Jake Flaherty. He pitched his first debut with the Orioles, 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, 1 run, and they won the game. The losers, we doing losers right now too, or
go ahead.
Losers are the Yankees. They ain't do shit. They added 2 mid-level ass pitchers, and I know Aaron Judge came back, but they need a little bit more bats. They just lost. I think Rizzo is on the 10-day IL, so they definitely didn't do enough during the trade deadline to get back into it.
So listen, we're gonna give you more MLB next week. We're gonna give you more MLB moving forward because the playoffs is coming up soon, and we take every single sport seriously here. So we do our research. G Bunny will be up there doing his research, giving us the stats. Wildcard Mar do his research, giving us the behind the scenes info. Jae Jones do his due diligence. He know everything. So baseball, we gonna be on it for the next couple of weeks. World Series coming up soon. Playoffs coming up soon. It's gonna be. Me and G Bunny did say Miami Marlins at some point. I remember we both said that.
Yeah, when we was previewing the season.
Right, I remember. But to my friend Bryce, I still haven't got my jersey.
They look good.
If I don't get Jay, clip this. If I don't get my jersey by the World Series,
you're gonna have to find a new best friend.
No. I'm going off.
Uh-oh.
I've timed it. By the time the World Series starts, I'll be hosting again. Moving on.
Oh shit.
Moving on. I'm a savage. Sexy Mike T.
Hey.
Moving on.
That's good.
Last but not least, man. Actually, not last but not least. Not last but not least. You know, we do the women's sports. We support the women's sports. Hey, man. G Money, man. I know you know a little bit about this. A lot more than I know about it, my brother. The U.S. women's soccer team, bro, they were celebrating on the 0-0 tie, man. What's going on with them? This is the first time that we haven't been dominant.
Yeah, I would say I watched the first opening joint against what was it, Vietnam? I want to say.
Yeah.
It was only 2-0 win. They could have put up a lot more. 3-0. You're right. They should have put up a lot more goals. I felt like. Then against Netherlands is 1-1 tie. I mean, they haven't performed up to their standards, we'll say, but they have not lost yet either. Let's give them a little bit of credit. They have not lost a match yet.
Fair.
They moved on to the knockout stage, and that's all they need to do right now. They need to get in the knockout stage. Have they been clicking? Have they had that rhythm, that connection? No, they've been off. There's a couple times where they should have been centering that ball. People running down the middle, wide open. You got to make the pass. They don't have that it factor together. They don't have togetherness yet. They're all younger too. So hey, give them a little break, y'all. But hey, now's the time to bet on them. Let's go, make that money. They're plus 450 out there. It's a good time.
Jae Jones, what do you think, brother?
They look like ass. I'm gonna be 100 with you. Listen, I'm rooting for them, right? They look decent in the 3-0 win against the Vietnam, but let's be 100. Everybody whooping Vietnam's ass. That ain't nothing to brag on. Netherlands, I told y'all the Netherlands was gonna be tough for US. They tied 1-1. The only reason the US is going to round 16 is to the round of 16 is because Netherlands dogged Vietnam 7-0.
Right.
If they didn't dog them, this conversation to be totally different. And if you think Carly Lloyd went off that time, she would have went ham. So they look like ass. They need to turn it around for the reasons G said. They look discombobulated. They don't look in sync. And also, I think part of the reason is the coaching. This is a new coach. This coach wasn't part of the 2 championship teams they won in 15 and 19. So that plays a huge role and a huge factor into this team. And I'm going to say they're not going to make it. They're not going to win.
Okay.
That's a wrap.
The talent, they're above, shoulders, arms above length, everybody talent-wise. Watching them, they're faster than everybody. They're more dominant. They're more rougher, everything.
Hey,
but coaching matters.
Hey,
it does.
Shout out to Dennis Rodman's daughter. I believe she's on the team.
Yes,
Trinity Rodman.
Wild card
flying out there.
Wild card mom.
Oh, shit.
Take us home.
Hey, man, let's just be honest. Y'all, they should have been already packing their bags. They should be home right now. Portugal.
Is it Louis?
Hey, straight Louis. Hey, Portugal hit the goal post late in that game, and had it just a few inches to the left, they be on their way home right now. Let's be honest about the situation. And I think Carly Lloyd was 100% right in her initial constructive criticisms of the team. I thought she was right, but she should have stood on it and shouldn't cave to the peer pressure of backtracking on what she said, because what you said was right. Like, you the number 1 ranked team in the world. We ain't talking about the United States, North America. We talking about the world. You didn't look like a number 1 team. And come on, you shouldn't be backing into the round of 16. I know, they made it, yeah, but they made it. Okay, but you don't look impressive. Because now you about to go up against Sweden, who's looked great in the World Cup. And if y'all are performing against them like they did in group play, you might as well pack your bags right now, have them at the stadium with you, because once you get that ass whooping, just go straight to the bus, straight to the airport, and bring your ass home. Because if you're going to play like that, you out that round of 16. That's a fact. Can't do it.
Yo, G-Money, man. Hey, listen, before we get to the weekend, well, we're on Saturday right now. You got any bets for the people before you get your G-Money bets?
Hey, on DraftKings, they got a special right now for U.S. women's to advance to the next round. They're plus 100 right now. $25 max bet. That's double your money easy right there. But also, I got to insert this for anybody else trying to gamble a little bit. Fantasy Football, the Man Cave Sports Podcast Listener League. You got us 4 in it. You got a couple folks from our other podcasts as well. 4 Corners, the Fax Crew. Fax is defending champ with Shantae out there, Tay out there. She got the belt. But if you're interested, make sure you send us an email, 613Faye@gmail. That's 613FAYE@gmail.com. Tell us why you should be in the league. Give us a rating, all that stuff. You get in the league with some ratings, trust me.
Hey, yo, G-Money, while I'm on you, man, tell them where they can find you, brother.
Hey, you can find me on, what is that? Is it Twitter, X? Is X? I don't know what it's called anymore, but I'm on that right now. G-Money @GMoneyCaveman on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. I think I still got blue check. I don't know if it's going to be an X, Black X. I don't know what the hell's about to be now, but hey, find me there.
Jae Jones, holla at him, player.
Hey, Jae Jones on all 4 social media platforms, man. TikTok, Instagram, I'm calling it Twitter, and Facebook, man. and catch me in the Man Cave Sports Group as well, and catch me, Mar, on X Spaces, Twitter Spaces on Saturdays and Sundays. You did?
Wildcard Mar, my G, Lego.
You can find me, KC Wildcard Mar, on the Twitter, Wildcard Mar, Facebook, and Instagram. And of course, if you can't find me here or with Jay on Twitter Spaces Saturday and Sunday nights, RW Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you can find me there. But hey, holding it down for 613. Let's go.
Listen, man. Let me get serious real quick. Because I lied earlier and I said I'm good. I had a rough ass day, bro. I had a rough ass day. But one of my homies told me, he was like, yo, this was like right after the cookout we had. He said, Mike, you humble as a mug, man. You don't poke your chest out. So you got to start doing that, man, because you just hit a milestone in your life. This is what it is, bro. Hey, the Man Cave Sports Podcast, each and every Saturday on the 613 Faye Productions YouTube channel, Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Hey, September 15th, Facts, Season 3. September 17th, Season 6 of In the Four Corners of Wrestling Podcast. Hey, man, listen, man, I ain't got flex. We ain't got flex, bro. Everybody that's here on 613, I believe in. They believe in me. We believe in we. You can talk all you want to talk. The haters can talk all they want to talk. Listen, out of all the people that don't have the budget that all the ESPNs and all that shit got, we the best. Period.
We the best.
Hey, we did numbers on the Blair podcast, the Blair Coach podcast. We're going to do numbers on the Quarterback Coach podcast. I'm letting you know how this season going to go before it happens. They call me the Oracle for a reason. Big dog, county goat, bad. Find me on Twitter or whatever they call it, Mike T 304. You can find me on Instagram. Everybody love Mike T. You can find me on Mike or on Facebook, Michael Turner. You can find us on 613 Faye Productions on YouTube, Apple, Google, and Spotify. Hey, listen, bro. When it comes to this entertainment shit, there's Wale, there's Logic, and there's Mike fucking T.
He flexing on them.
We appreciate y'all, man.
We appreciate everybody that love us. And if you don't, hey, Jae Jones, throw the paper. Do what you do, brother.
Shut the door on y'all asses and we out, you dig?
And because you probably think I'm mad right now, the Four Corner Boys, when they got views, this is what I did.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. Somebody, hey, put the camera off. Cut the camera. Cut the camera.
Shut the door on their ass.